This is 5 Minute Feng Shui, episode 60, Holiday Feng Shui. Welcome to the 5 Minute Feng Shui podcast, where each week I talk about how to move energy and make money. You'll learn how to create a prosperous home and an abundant life using classical Chinese Feng Shui. I'm your host, Katie Weber, publisher of the Red Lotus Letter, Feng Shui Easing for Wealth. Each week, I'll cover Feng Shui topics that can help you improve your life, share inspiring stories, and always end with 3 easy-to-implement Feng Shui tips that you can put to work right away, and usually in about 5 minutes. Now let's get started on the 5 minutes that could change your life. Hey, and thank you for joining me today. We are already into December and 2020 is on its way. I just can't believe how quickly this year has gone by. I say that every year, but man, this was like a roller coaster that was just all going downhill. Not downhill like negatively, but like you know how they pick up speed and they go really, really fast. It's kind of like that. It just seemed like it just got faster and faster, and it's really getting fast as we wind up here at the new year. I think I'm in the first week of December, and I'm already thinking about February and March, which is just like stunning to me. But it's been exciting though, because it's been great to hear from everybody about 2020 and what they're doing to plan for 2020. Now, of course, I always talk about Feng Shui from an annual perspective, and I've gotten lots of great feedback about my success pack and my 2020 guide on the year, because I think that as the year comes toward us, we really need to be thinking ahead, and I always do, and I'm not a fan of resolutions, just don't like them. To me, that's always something that, I need to change, and that is something that's wrong with me when I think about a resolution. And I'm a big believer in planning on what you want. And that's how I write my forecast and my success pack for each year. It's to help you get what you want in the year, to plan for it, because I think planning for something is a whole lot different than hoping, than willing yourself to lose weight or make a change or something like that. I like to plan on things like plan vacations. I like to plan conferences that I want to attend, or plan exciting things I want to happen or do around my house. Like I have a big landscaping plan that I want to do at my house this year that's coming up. So I like to plan for things, and I just find in changing and shifting my perspective that makes all the difference in the world. If you want information about my forecast and about the year of the rat, just go to my website, redlotusletter.com/rat, R-A-T, and you can get information about the year ahead and what the rat is going to be bringing us, as well as information about my forecast. So let's dive on in as we work toward 2020, and we've got the holidays coming up for us. We've got Christmas is coming up, and Hanukkah, and in fact, Hanukkah begins on the 23rd of this month, which is it's falling right along the Christmas holiday week. So we've got lots of celebration going on, lots of really lovely holiday time to spend together. And of course, we have the New Year. Many people look at the New Year as something to celebrate. I certainly do. And I always love to kind of honor the New Year and treat it as a holiday as well, as something more than what you do than watch TV and watch the ball drop. I like to treat my house. I've given gifts to everybody, family, friends, that kind of thing. But I think it's fun to treat my house for a New Year's gift, and so that's just kind of one of the things that I like to do. But let's dive on in and talk about all those things like candles, whether it's a menorah or a Christmas tree, and where to place them and all that good stuff. So let's dive on in and start talking about, holidays, because there really are a special time to get together with your family and friends and enjoy all the great food, the festivities, and the special times that the holidays bring and that they represent. This is especially true at Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa when we want to share the bounty of the year by giving gifts and celebrating with those closest to us. It's a fun and beautiful time of year when everything's decorated and it's in beautiful glittering lights. And I mean, how do you not be happy around that time of the year? But truthfully, we can be unhappy because that means that we spend a lot of time, maybe with family that sometimes it's not always easy, is it? Sometimes we have arguments that come up at the dinner table, or terse words, that kind of thing, like I was supposed to get mother silver, not you, that kind of thing. That can happen. And so we want to be able to enjoy the holidays with good feng shui, and to create the type of feng shui and atmosphere that allow us to enjoy the holidays and being together with our family. And so that's why I think feng shui is so helpful at these times, because it puts attention and intention on your home and the kind of atmosphere that you want to create. So, we always are looking to create that warm and beautiful home and experience, so that we want to appeal to both our grown-up and our children's tastes. Children like festive ornaments and decorations and Santa Claus, reindeer, stars, and toys, and the North Pole, and the menorah candle, and all the things that come with that come with all of the holidays. And so we want to create that kind of atmosphere that really makes everybody happy. So how do we get there? Well, one of the things that we need to do is, when we want to have a really terrific holiday season, we need to make room for it. And that means that, if you can get into your closets and clear out some of those old clothes, if you have a chance, do so. Get rid of, any kind of clutter that's weighing your house down, like paper, because you're going to get a whole lot more of it. Just the holidays, they just bring everything, don't they? They bring foods, and they bring plants and flowers and decorations and candles and that sort of stuff. So anything that you can move out of your house as you're bringing all this new stuff in is all the better. Plus, of course, if you're donating clothes and that kind of thing, there's a real need for it in the wintertime. So really, really terrific. So if you can, as you're bringing things in, be taking things out, that's all the better. So while you're running out to the store to pick up more wrapping paper or lights or whatever it is that you're going to pick up, take a load of something to the Salvation Army or Goodwill or any of your local donation charities, who will greatly appreciate it. Because there are actually some people who shop in those stores for the holidays. So I think it's a terrific way to do double duty and get the most out of the year. Now let's talk about wrapping. One of the things that's a lot of fun for me anyway is to wrap gifts according to who receives them. And so I like to do that sometimes with feng shui. So for the father or the man of the house, if he's the breadwinner, then you might want to use gold paper. Gold and metallic colors are perfect for men. And for women, red and purple paper is excellent for women. It's very energetic and represents the love, the motherly love that women have, and that maternal sort of instinct. And for children, love silver and purple paper together. It's a lot of fun. And now, if you want to wrap for boys or sons, blue and green paper are always really appropriate. And for girls, red or pink. Grandparents, gold or purple paper also is really good. And for someone who might have been sick or isn't doing well, green paper, especially those that have like nature designs like trees or pine boughs or deer, those are really terrific patterns to use for somebody who's ill, to give them a gift of health with that sort of symbolism on the paper. I like that quite a lot. Now, you can also just use plain green paper or even brown paper. Craft paper has become such a big thing in terms of decor these days. And I love craft paper. I think it's beautiful. And brown is the symbol and the color of health. So it makes an absolutely terrific color to wrap for someone who's been not feeling well or is under the weather. Now, I love to send gold for Christmas, for New Year's, for Hanukkah. I I think gold is a welcome gift any time of the year. Now, do I mean like send a bar of gold? No, but anything that is golden colored is always, we just resonate with gold. People resonate with it as wealthy, as rich, as prosperous. So whether it's for your business associates or family members, it's Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, one of the best representations of gold is oranges. They are considered natural gold, and they represent both wealth and opportunities. And in fact, the word orange is a homophone for the word gold in Mandarin. So gold is always a great gift, especially for like Hanukkah gelt or for gold wrapped candies and other goodies. I love sending anything that represents gold. Even actual gold items are really wonderful. A gold box is beautiful. If you're at a loss for ideas of a gift to give, just send a box of beautiful oranges and explain, put in a note that how orange is a representation of golden opportunities and wealth. And then this turns a simple box of citrus into a load of gold. And while you're ordering, consider sending yourself and your family a gift of oranges, maybe for the new year. I really love this. This is a really great business and New Year's gift. As also is a beautiful flowering plant like narcissus or amaryllis. I really love flowering plants that are from bulbs. Those are also representative of gold and symbolize gold, especially narcissus. They're yellow and golden colored, so they make really wonderful gifts to give, especially at the new year, as they symbolize gold and a wish for a prosperous year. I mean, hey, who wouldn't like receiving that? I know I would. Now let's talk about a really terrific and very, very often requested question that I get in my email inbox every year, and that is, where do I place my Christmas tree? Is there a bad place for it? Is there a place it shouldn't go? Now, I am a believer that a Christmas tree is a beautiful symbol no matter where you put it. It's a great symbol of health and of growth and has a beautiful symbolism attached to it. So I really love adding a Christmas tree pretty much anywhere. Now, there's two places that I'm not super keen on, and that's the north, because they symbolize a big plant, and the north is water, and so that can draw some money from your home. But and also I'm not keen on it in the southwest corner. But here's the thing, is the reality is that sometimes we've got to place it where we place it. So if you have to place it in the north or southwest corner, don't stress about it too much. Just add some elements in there that will kind of offset that wood energy of the Christmas tree. So for instance, you can add lots of red bulbs or balls, Christmas balls. You can add red colors to it and ribbon and lighting. That helps to dissolve some of that wood energy. And so this is why I really don't stress about it and say, oh, there's really no place that, or you absolutely can't put a Christmas tree in this corner. No. I think they make great accents no matter where they are, and they're actually, I think, one of the a beautiful symbol that is just going to benefit any corner you put in. But if you want to decorate with Feng Shui and you want to coordinate your tree with the corner that you put it in, this is definitely something you could do that's a lot of fun. So if your tree is going to go in the northwest corner of your living room, I think this is the helpful people, the father, international dealings and travel, the helpful people corner. I think it's a great corner. You can decorate with white objects, white and silver and gold, crystals, mirrors, shiny round objects. You've seen those Christmas decorations that maybe are like little mirrors. They're terrific. Anything that looks like icicles, that it's white, all this white Christmas trees, flock trees. Those are terrific. Purple and gold, so gold and silver and white are your colors. It doesn't mean you have to have a gold, silver, and white tree. You can just use those colors. Purple is also, the Feng Shui beige. So purple goes great in the northwest too. Now, if it's in the south corner, this is your fame and recognition and social standing and success corner. So you want to definitely go totally classic here with colors of red and green. You can also use purple, lots of bright lights. Put in birds like red cardinals that represent the phoenix, or even the peacocks. You could decorate with birds' nests and natural objects like branches and pine cones. Anything that's triangular shaped it's excellent for a south corner Christmas tree placement. Now in the east corner, this is a sector of health and family relationships and growth. Now this is definitely a corner that you might want to use a blue and green color combination. You definitely add some natural objects like pine cones and tree boughs, anything that looks very natural. So if you wanted to do sort of a rustic kind of theme in the east corner, you can certainly do that. Now if you live at the coast, or on water, a water themed tree is also good. So blue colors, anything that like I've even seen fish. I used to live on the coast and by the ocean a few times, and I'd see decorations that were nautical themed or that had like seashells and that kind of thing. I lived at the coast a year ago, and I gathered oyster shells off the beach, and I made little mini beach scenes in clear Christmas balls, and I also made oyster shell ornaments for the tree. That's a really great one for the east sector because they represent water, and water feeds the east. Now in the north sector, very much you can follow very much like the same recommendations as the northwest, which is gold and silver and white, but you can also do blue colors or anything with nautical kind of themes because this is a water location. So seashells or ships or anything that's metallic and is round shape is going to be perfect there. In the southeast corner, the same thing is true in the east. These are both wood corners, so you can decorate with light green, green and blue, purple colors, green, blue, and purple, natural objects, and also water-related objects like seashells or fish-themed trees. Also fruits, any type of fruit type of, I've seen some beautiful gold pomegranates and, different apples. You can use types of fruit in the southeast corner because this is a fruitful location. Now, if you're in the northeast or southwest corner or the center, if this is where your tree is going, these are all earth locations. So you definitely want to add that red color that is going to, bump up that earth energy. So you can decorate with red and gold colors and add lots of red and or white lights if you'd like. Now, this year in the southwest corner in 2019, we have it's called a 5 yellow, and I think it's okay if you have a tree there and you've got. I just wouldn't go too crazy with the red. I would try to avoid adding a Christmas tree wherever the 5 yellow flies. And in 2019, that is in the southwest corner, and in 2020, it'll be in the east corner. So next year, you might not want to put a Christmas tree in your east corner. Now I want to talk about one other corner, and it's my favorite corner year in, year out. And this is my Christmas tree secret. And that is the lucky corner. Now, the lucky corner is the corner of your living room that is the corner that your eye automatically goes to. It's usually the corner that is that's a real corner, so it's not like an entrance to another room, and there's actually a place where two walls meet. And the other aspect is it's usually directly diagonal to the door. So wherever you look in your living room. Now, when you have, and I mention this about the walls because sometimes when you have an open concept house, you don't actually have real corners. So for instance, in my living room, in the right corner of my living room, that's the entrance to the dining room. In the left corner, there's an actual corner. So many times the lucky corner is wherever the actual corner of your living room falls, where there's actually two walls. Now some houses don't have those, but you can look around the room and kind of figure out which is the furthest corner from your door that your eye naturally falls or is drawn to. And that's the lucky corner. And I love lighting up the lucky corner, adding a big tall tree with lots of lights and pretty colors. That's a great way to enhance the luck of that corner. So whatever corner it falls in. So for instance, I told you I'm not crazy about trees in the north corner of your living room. Well, that happens to be my lucky corner. Well, you can bet I've got I've got the tree there, but I also have lots of lights and I've got red colors, and so that will help defeat some of that wood energy. But I love using the lucky corner. I think it's a natural place to place your tree. It's the place where your eye naturally falls, and I think it's the most attractive placement of your Christmas tree. So there's my number one hint about where to place it. Now let's talk about other important things about holiday feng shui, and that is light. Lighting up the entry is so important. And it's great because when you're adding lights around the foyer, whether that's in candles or in twinkle lights or whatever it is that you do to dress up your foyer, it's so wonderful to add emphasis there with lighting and with decoration. You know, lights are perfect feng shui. It doesn't matter whether they're placed in the south or the east or the north or wherever they're placed. They are a wonderful activator no matter where they go. So adorn your plants with tiny white lights. Whatever you do, just make sure that, you know, whatever you've got going on in the foyer, that it's all lit up and bright. Candles are also wonderful. Now, again, like I was saying earlier about the 5 yellow, there's a couple of places where we really don't want to put actual candles. And this year in the Southwest, that's where we don't want actual candles. Electric light is fine. It's real candles that we don't want, and that's really important. And so it just make sure though, whenever you activate your foyer, you are activating your entry of your home for more opportunities. Now, so I mentioned the candles. You can use electric candles where the 5 yellow is. So this year that's in the Southwest. Next year it will be in the East. So don't be afraid about putting candles wherever the 5 yellow or the 2 black star are located. Try to use electric candles if you can. They make a really nice substitute, and they're not going to bother anybody. It's the actual real flame that can trigger the 5 yellow or the 2 black. So that's really what's key. So, you know, your electric candles are safe anywhere you put them. So absolutely terrific. And I love dressing up the foyer because it really welcomes everybody to your homes, and it beckons opportunities because this is where opportunities enter your home. So I think having this area decorated is a really wonderful way to boost the feng shui of your home, especially as at the new year, because in the new year, we really want to add as much energy at the front of our home to really give us a good energetic bump, right? You know, to kick us off into the new year, just like the pop of a cork of champagne. Too bad I should have gotten like a little bottle of champagne to do this, podcast. I could go pop. I think that would have sounded fantastic here on this podcast. All right, so let's talk about buying your house a gift. Now, I mentioned that earlier. I like to think of, you know, Christmas is the time when I think of my family and when I want to invite my family over, and we, you know, share the holidays together, exchange gifts, share a wonderful meal. But I also like to think of my home as a family member too. And I like to buy it gifts. And I especially like to do it for the new year. And that's what makes it so terrific, is that once the holidays are past and everything has closed out, we're into sale time. So we can buy gifts for our house and pick up all those after the holiday bargains. So I think it's a terrific way to honor your house and your home that gives you so much energy and that supports your life. I think it shows love to your home and symbolizes love. I think, you know, buying a present for your family and your home, like even a simple vase or a game that your whole family can play together in your house makes a great gift. We bought ourselves a beautiful Vincent van Gogh puzzle for the whole family to work on and for us to enjoy together. And I'm also buying. I've bought some new dishes, and I've bought some plants for the indoors, and a few little knickknacks and accessories to dress up my house. Really, anything that you can buy for your house or for your family as a gift is a really nice way to honor your home, and I love that so much. I think it's so important to show the love to our house too, because it supports us. Now, I do want to talk about one other thing, and that is, I touched on it at the beginning of this episode, which is about family time together, that sometimes there's a little tension. So I'm going to kind of end on this because but I'm going to end on a positive note, and that is that, there are times when, we have family get-togethers, and sometimes there's some tension. So the best way to handle that with Feng Shui is to bump up the lights. I kid you not, it makes a huge difference. There's something about it that it's like, what is it? Sunlight's the greatest sanitizer. Well, that's true of regular light too. So if you have tensions in your family, or you're afraid of your cousin Sarah, who comes over and always starts trouble, turn all the lights on. Now, this is something that realtors will recommend that you do to sell a house. And what it does is it burns through wood energy. Family is represented by wood energy, and relationships are represented by earth. Earth benefits by, in other words, relationships or earth energy benefit by the light. Wood is exhausted by the light. Wood is also the element of anger, and we want to burn through that. So we're enhancing our relationships, and we're burning through the anger and the animosity, if you have any of that, by adding as much light as possible. So turn all the lights on in the house, make it all very bright, put candles on your table. If you have nothing else on the table, not a flower one, make sure you get candles there. I add 2 candles, whether they're electric or they're a flame. Keep all the lights on. The more lighting that you have, I think the better, and it helps keep everybody really engaged and energized, and the anger doesn't have a tendency to grow the same way. Now, and if your family gathers in a particular room, put some red pillows in there, red cushions, just to kind of brighten up that center sector and get it feeling nice and cozy. And that red will help keep any arguments at bay, and help keep that squabbling from breaking out. And that's the best recommendation that I have for you to handle those relationships and keep everybody bright and light and happy. And I can say from personal experience that it works. Because yes, I have a family too, and yes, we still, we all have, those members that are unhappy, and they like to spill it over. And so we need to just lighten them up, right? And we can do that with candles and bright lighting. Okay, I'm going to leave you with your 3 tips for the day. Tip number 1 is place your tree in the lucky corner. If you're decorating with a Christmas tree, put it in the lucky corner, and that's the corner that's opposite and diagonal to the room that you enter, wherever that is. Number 2, keep it light and bright to burn through anger and squabbles. The more light, the brighter, the happier your family will be. So keep it nice and light and bright, and keep them on the tables. Keep candles on the table, especially if there's squabbles that start there, and they often do. So adding red colors or adding candles is going to make a big difference. And this is really important for Hanukkah, because sometimes Hanukkah has a blue theme, and that water can feed wood anger. So we want to lighten that up by adding candles. So make sure you've got your menorah lit. Make sure that you've got lots of candles and lights turned on, and at the table that you put some candlesticks. That makes a big difference. And tip number 3 is give the gift of gold. I love to give gold for your home, for your friends, for your business associates. It makes a great gift to give oranges or anything that's gold colored. It makes it's a wonderful gift to give yourself and your family at the start of the new year. And roll that gold into your home at New Year's, open the door and roll in oranges into your home to activate for prosperity for the whole year. Well, this has been a fun episode for me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that you'll check out my 2020 Year of the Rat forecast because it's got everything that you need to know for your particular home and your zodiac sign so you can plan on a year of success. Trust me when I say I gave everything away in 2018 and got it all back in 2019. We moved to Mexico. I gave everything away, sold all my furniture, everything. And then we came back 9 months later and I got my entire life back. Yep, all new furniture and everything. And I believe it's Feng Shui that makes that happen. And I want to help you not start from zero, but to start from where you are and make this a year of your dreams. Can't wait to talk to you on the next episode. Thanks for being with me today. Thanks for listening to 5-Minute Feng Shui today. The Year of the Rat is coming, and I want to share with you where you can find money, love, and opportunity in 2020. And it's all in my annual Feng Shui Forecast, the Success Pack. You get a full year of in-depth Feng Shui details about how to use the energy of the year for success and prosperity. That's because every year we're showered with a Roman candle of opportunities for money, abundance, love, and opportunity. You just have to know where they are. And my Year of the Rat Feng Shui Success Pack includes all the details for every house and every zodiac sign. You also get this year's lucky clothing, handbag, and wallet colors. So be sure to go to redlotusletter.com/rat for all the details on the Year of the Rat and how to make this year the year of your dreams.